Hello. Welcome to Volume 7. Business and fragrantly legal, something like that. Clear my throat. I'm not ready for this. I should probably do this another day, but whatever. Ever since you were a kid, on Earth you have always held the deep close wish to one day travel the world. That's actually interesting. We are actually human, I guess. Although we were not human, anyway. We wanted to see the new places, experience exciting new tastes and altitudes and temperatures when we go scuba diving. You never imagined you will actually get the chance. That kind of cool stuff didn't happen to someone like you. While you're finally getting your wish, you're just a totally different world. Funny how life turns out when you get back to Earth. Well, you don't want to think about it. Who knows if it will be ever happen again. You were really chilled out recently, found your place in the universe, drifting from friend to friend, adventure to adventure. It's the only way to live. This is the way. This is the way. Remele namak. Namak. You wander into a part of town that seems to have some culture going on. There are a lot of bright neon lights, and you can read what the sign says. You can see the arcades, a performance space, and what looks like a movie theater, perhaps more India-oriented compared to the small cinema you've seen before. India? India? Like Indian or India like whatever. Anyway, as you continue wandering, you come across a trendy-looking building with a placard outside that shows a little cartoon doodle and of a fancy waiter holding our trays of snacks. You cannot read what the word says, but recognize the intergalactic signal for free food inside. Come on in. I like my confidence. Oh, we got Mona Lisa there. Why there's turtles there? Questionable. Anyway, I don't know anything else. Is that Overwatch? That on the extreme right? You don't know some video games in it too. Anyway, you head inside and it appears to be an art gallery. It must be opening tonight because there are festive decoration up on a little table offering drinks and our devoir. There are many other art appreciators here, and your adrenaline spikes when you realize that most of these stroll mine around are purple bloods. You're not sure if some paintings and snacks are worth the high chances of being maimed when a chaotic violence breaks out, but as you are debating the merits of free food with probable injury, someone approaches you. You don't look here like my other patrons. Are you losty? Or are you perhaps looking for starter collecting the first question? Art is for everyone, after all, regardless of your blood color. Is that Italian? The four black pupils of her the four black pupils in her eye glint and sparkle, and you are not sure yet if it is a menacing or friendly sparkle. She grins at you and it shows all her teeth. I quite like the design of this one. I love how she looks like. So what do you think of the art? Have you any painting caught out your eye? You look around. You don't know much about art. You're a nerd. A lot of the paintings here remind you of scenes from popular movies and games back home. Told you. The art is stunning, perhaps the best I've ever seen. Troll Mona Lisa. It's kind of derivative. Okay, I'm True Mona Lisa too. Stop it, you flatter me. She puts a hand on her hip and winks at you, and you are guessing here that she doesn't actually want you to stop. Yeah. Well, fantastic. You're also making the connection that she must be the artist who painted all this. It's an opportunity for friendship. So, you laid on a thick gush about how talented she is. You're so talented. Oh, Tote? You look like Tote. You look like a dumpese. When you walk in, you don't have a good test after all. Let me show you around. You follow Remele through the gallery, swinging by the table with a free food first. He's pretty good by the stances you come to expect on Alternia, but what you thought was wine at first glance is actually Fago. What is a Fago? What is a Fago? No thanks. You may have noticed some themes in my exhibit worky. I don't love clowns or gore as much as in my seme. That's just what I have on sale here. If you look at my work online, you'll see more of the full range of my art. I hate reading this actually, but for this fancy gallery shit, purple bloods are some of my best customers. Those clients fucking love art. They're rich as fuck. Fuck it. And they'll buy anything as long as it's violent enough or features religious themes. Violent enough? Religious theme? Really? Oh, interesting. You've seen the kind of destruction and mayhem the purple bloods are capable of, so you're surprised that she doesn't seem to mind being in a crowded gallery with so many of them. Most of the other trolls you've interacted with have done their best to steer clear of the clown murder cult guys, and at least when one of those hate-promotes relationships isn't on the table. Isn't it kind of dangerous to actively code them for her audience? Ah, sure, they can be unpredictable, and keeping them happy requires some schmoozing. Occasionally I have to pretend like I've drunk the Fagio to pull some religious reference out of my ass. What the fuck is the Figo? Oh, oops. But it's nothing I can handle. You can make a lot of more money as an artist if you're not choosy about what you draw. One of my customers is this blue blood moron who only ever commissioned me to draw low bloods in quadrats with other low bloods. What? Really? Okay, okay. I'm quite sure who this person is actually. I got him convinced I'm giving him a deal on his rate when he actually paying 5 times what I charge anyone else. My point is, artistic integrity is so chumps. If you wanna get ahead in this world, give the people what they want first. It's a harsh truth. It's a harsh truth, mate. I heard about these stories about if you want to be an artist, like a painting artist, like drawing stuff like that, you have to do things that other people want to see. It's kind of harsh, but I think it's understandable. If nobody wants to see it, there's no really point in it. It's a really hard way to say it, like whatever. I'm not really in a position to critique on it or even have an opinion on it, I guess. This strikes you as a depressing outlook on the creative process, or you're aware by now that idealism on Alternia tends to lead to shorter lifespans. Yeah, you have to admit, looking around at the crowd in these galleries, that her cynical approach seems to be working. You tell her that she sounds pretty business savvy. Yeah, it's a good job. You sure to tell her that, and she winks at you again. Thanks, I know. Because I make a bank doing shit like this, able to find my passion project, you should really check out my webcomic. Look, tell me, is that a Homestuck? But before you can find out what her webcomic is about, she notices another troll that has been sliding up to you. As she approaches, she whips out what looks like a small recording device with a smile. Her mellow face goes carefully blank as she crosses it out over her chest. And how I can help you? Giorno? Ah yes, hello there, Miss Namak. I'm Alternia Nightly, and I must say, it looks like your first ever gallery exhibit has been smashing success so far. The journalist sighed roughly in tone, and Inoka's word doesn't seem threatening to you, but you are picking up some tense vibes from Remele, whose hair ribbon swings forward in front of her face aggressively. Of course, success. I never expected otherwise. Maybe not, but some of the art world have expressed surprise at the time of this. Some might call it bull, consider that you are currently in the middle of a plagiarism controversy. Holy shit! Would you care to comment on the case against you by Trident Media? Instead of being caught off guard by the question sprung on her, Remele relaxes and laughs. Ha! That? As if they have any kind of real evidence that I'm violating their precious intellectual property. All the characters I draw and profit from are entirely original, and try the media enter legislator. I'm just mad about it because the whole internet knows that my storylines are better than the source material. Wait, it shouldn't be off Homestuck? Oops, I mean better than the unrelated creative works that my comics happen to bear superficial resemblance to. Feel free to quote me on that. The reporter takes the quote and scatters away. Remele seems unbothered, but you cannot help but to feel concerned for her. Copyright infringement is serious business. Is your new friend in illegal hot waters? Nah. Alternia barely has any copyright protection to speak of. It's just that a little pesky Gore trying to stir up shit as usual. The company behind his lawsuit wouldn't even care if he hadn't gotten involved. And it's no big deal. Nothing I cannot handle. You go back to following her around. The gallery keep giving you distance whenever a purple block comes up to compliment her on her work. You can tell that despite her confident attitude, Remele is still thinking about that journalist. She taps her foot and frowns at the painting whenever there's a lull in the conversation, throwing glances at the door and the journalist is left through. You know it's not like Alternia has a free press or credible newspaper. The reporter was probably hired by someone with grudge to dig up dirt on me. I don't think it was Gore, actually too obvious, amateurish. No, this stinks of competition. Just this thick establishment that thinks that all I do is fun art and shouldn't be taken seriously as an artist. Oh, that's interesting. All of their painting are in a museum across the street and they hate that I've managed to put my own exhibit. Those stuck-up pretentious bulge scrubs have been trying to sabotage me for so long. She turns to you, her hands balled up into a fist, and the axe in her eye, flashing with passion. I've been waiting for the opportunity to strike back on them. If everyone is gonna accuse me of being a thief and a hake, anyway, I might as well still prove them for real. But, did you say reale? Yes, you should say reale, but her security is tighty and I haven't had an accomplice up till now. What do you say? Wanna help me pull a risky art heist? Yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yes! Hell fucking yes! I hope that doesn't change the situation. Hell fucking yes! Remele does one last round in her exhibit, saying goodbye to her patrons and grabbing her bag, which seemed to be mostly our supplies, as you head out of the door and onto the street. Are we lupanning this? The museum that she wants to rob is at the end of the block, in a much bigger, fancier building than the one you just walk out of. All the lights are off in sight and doesn't have any sign advertising current exhibits. You can do this one of two ways. Follow that journalist and steal the keys if she has them, or break it without them. Steal the keys, bust out the door. I think busting down rules. Let's beat up the journalist. You will much rather walk through an unlocked door than try to bust it down, and the reporter is still inside, turning to a corner down the street. You try to imitate Remel's casual yet confident way of walking, like she will blend in anywhere and pull off anything. But despite your efforts to not attract suspicion, you keep getting looks. Not being the same species as everyone around you tends to make you stand out. Shit, this could be a problem. I can put together a disguise for you. Hang on. You watch as she starts pulling things from her bag. She seems to have all sorts of things in there, from paintbrushes to blobs. Okay, to paint, and you think she might be putting together some fake horns for you from scratch, real quick. But before she can finish, you realize that the one of the purple balls about to walk into Remel's gallery is staring at you. He looks vaguely familiar, and you realize a little too late where you met before when he starts walking towards you. I remember you. You broke into my apartment. It's the same troll that you and the polypons escape from. You back away as he advances. A lazy grin on his face, Remele glances from him, you to you and back to him again. Wait, what? When? I have no recollection of this. Okay, I have no recollection of this, I'm not joking. Let's quick save. It's the same troll that you and Polyp escaped from. You back away as he advances. A lazy grin on his face, Remele glances from him to you and back to him again. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. Looks like I'm not going to have an accomplice after all. Sorry, pal. Damn it. She hoists her bag over her shoulder and shrugs her hands in what can you do gesture, then she's gone. The big purple blood paying her no mind as she absconds. You want to feel betrayed, but it's hard to blame her considering how scary this guy is. In your heart you know that you are already dead, but you are not going to accept your fate without attempting to prevent it. You make a mad dash to escape, sprinting towards a skinny alleyway and thinking that maybe you can scamper off a fire escape or something. Unfortunately, your attacker size doesn't seem to slow him down. You can hear his heavy footfalls right behind you. He laughs and his sounds sound dopey and dumb and completely terrifying at the same time. Holy shit. You make it to the alley, but you fucked up because it's a dead end! Of course it's a fucking dead end. It's always a fucking dead end. And you don't see anything you could use to clamber to high enough ground. You turn to face him, hopelessness sinking down your toes. You scrapping any danger on these hearts of those new planets about to come to messy end. The purple blood swing his massive club lazily on one hand as he approaches you, not bothering to run anymore. You drop into a fighting crouch trying to think back to your third-grade karate lesson for moves that might be useful, but before he can crush your skull, you'll see a flash of movement behind you. He staggers, dropping you a club as something hits him from behind. As much as I appreciate inspiring my fans, I'm gonna have to ask you not to interpret my art so literally, as in not murdering. Remele springs off the troll's back after throwing him and rolls to the side, avoiding him swinging fist. She grabs for his club, which is almost as long as she's tall, but before she can use it, his next blow catches her below the ribcage, sending her flying across the valley into the brick wall. Oh fuck, she's on her feet again fast, but you can tell that she's injured. Now she doesn't have the element of surprise on her side. The purple blood turns his back as you ask the closest in on Remele, laughing again. You can let him kill her, not when she came back for you, but you have no idea how you can help her. Your eyes land on Remele's back, tossing you to your side into melee, and in this desperation you grab a loose paintbrush and roll out of it. You dive forward with a battle cry and stab the end of the paintbrush deep into the high blood calf. Oh wow. Violet blood squirts in your face, he yells, and you manage to roll away just in time to avoid getting smacked. Oh fuck, shit. The slight stab wound wasn't the slow, I'm losing it. Hasn't slowed him down so much, but it's given Remele a chance to dive out his range, and while he's still trying to grab you, she got a hold of his club again. And she's stronger than she looks, strong enough to get a good wind up with that thing, and when he turns towards her, she brings it down hard on his skull. Bam, bam, motherfucker. Oh shit. Holy fucking shit. It takes a few more good smashes before the troll finally stops groaning and twitching. Remele breathes heavily, wiping blood splatter on her forehead. She looks up, meeting your eye. You're absolutely positive that this is the most dramatic way you have ever been rescued. I cannot believe that she came back to risk her life for you. I'm totally surprised she actually came back. Don't mention it. I did not complex, right? Oh shit, are you okay? She drops her club and staggers over to you, pausing to spit out cerulean blood. Remember that she took some damage. And hurry to support her, offering her your weak human arm to lean on. She going to be okay? I'll be fine, ceruleans are tough to cool, even for a wannabe sub-jugulator. Her tilts her head, looking down at the way her blood will swirl with the largest quantities of purple blood pooling on the asphalt. That's actually not bad as the artistic medium. The color and texture work well together. Maybe the blue blood kid from Chitter is on to something. Oh, her? Oh, wow. I guess. Anyway, thanks for having my back with that paintbrush. That took some quick thinking. We make an okay team. I never killed anyone before, but that kind of ruled, didn't it? Ah, yes, great! You're not sure that you will choose those exact words, but you're pretty relieved right now. You might not have the bloodthirsty gleam in your eyes that Remele does. But maybe you can interpret your adrenaline shakes as euphoric overload or something. Hell yeah, me too. I can see why people get into this killing business. If I wasn't such a great artist, I consider switching careers. But sometimes when you're good at too many things, you have to pick one of the stick to it. So no professional assassination for me. I'm still determined to rob the shit out of my competitors though, and you now, let's we kill someone together. It just makes sense for us to say partner in crime, right? Right. Right. Your head leaps into implication that she wants to stick together. You truly do not mind breaking every law in the books if it means she'll be your friend. Nice, we probably don't need to go around breaking every law, just wanna steal some art. But maybe we can reschedule her heist another day. His neighborhood will be crawling with guns as soon as they realize a high blood was killed. Feel bad that this troll attempting to slaughter you ruined Remele's gallery opening. Are you kidding me? My customer base loves this kind of shit. I'm sorry. what actual fuck? My customer base loves this kind of shit, like, you know, blood, murder and shit. I thought it was your first murder. I'm not gonna do it. My heart will get even more violent reputation when word gets out that someone died at my first gallery show. That's metal as fuck. Great! Optimism! Great! You leap out an alley supporting Remele with your arm around her waist, and she directs you to the back entrance of her gallery, where the two of you can clean off the blood and hide until the drones and the crowds are gone. Oh shish, that was quick! If you don't mind, you can lie low at my place for a few days while we plan his heist. I might as well get some worky down while we wait and scheme. That fight, it was pretty inspiring. You're already my accomplice, so how could you feel about also being my muse? Wait! The last time someone called me like that, I used my blood to paint. Hold the more blood. Victory. Wait a second. The last time I heard that, someone tried to use my blood to paint a fucking wall. Anyway, fuck. I quite like this one too. This chapter, yeah, was very fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I actually considered smashing the door, but I think it was too risky. I was surprised we there's a lot of I really like when we reference the previous chapter, because it ultimately give you like a sense of progress and continuation of the stories. This is nice. I quite like when they're referencing old stories. This is very it's always hard to do chapter 1. You have to make it very intriguing. Anyway, hope you enjoy, guys. Hope you love it. I kind of realized that at one point that there is a mild sense note background music that I noticed, and also I noticed this character is kind of sense-like themed. So just saying, just saying. Goodbye.